sensible.
That's a winner!
Oops.
Good morning and welcome to MightyOxTrading. Happy Thursday. Hope everyone's had a great night, ready for a great day. Minute, we'll look at the markets overnight. Rising's pulled back a little bit. ES hit 70.78. The low was 70.55, so about 23 points in range. NQ's high 26.488. It's low 26.345, so about 130 points, 140 points in range there. Copper had a good night, although it's giving it all back, actually, so I guess it wasn't that great of a night. More like a drunken night. 120 ticks. Ultra Bond, about half a point as usual. Gold was also rising up throughout the night, pulled back about halfway. About 52 ticks, 9 points there. Crude oil got back up to 93. It's hitting about midway of its range, which is about 250 ticks. Natural gas heading up. And Bitcoin sitting at 74.7. That's where we sit, stand, do whatever body posture you're choosing to take on this fine Thursday morning. What the hell am I saying? Thank you pops up. Crude trying to pop up a little bit. We have news coming up in about 25 minutes. We have jobless claims, of course. That's all. Well, U.S. Philly Fed Business Index as well. And then at 9:15 Eastern, we have U.S. industrial production. So we had a little pop there, and we've trickled down from it. Yeah, blue candle and crude on the 5. Do I have a crude? I have a crude. It was a blue. Oh, whoa. Alrighty. Big dump there. We do have Hegseth talking at the Pentagon, Secretary of Defense. And Q tries to bounce. Gold comes right back up as well. I mean, crude. Sorry. Maybe not. Right back down. Gold coming back down. There's a Q in the purple. See NQ trying to drip down other indices as well. Gold trying to bounce. Crude also trying to bounce. News coming up in about 15 minutes. Just watching and waiting here. Blue candle and NQ, but not exactly in a place I like it. Lebanese embassy in Washington informed U.S. administration that Lebanese president would not speak to the Israeli prime minister. Sounds like a bunch of 6-year-olds. Hey, David, how you doing? God, really? Less than 10 minutes to our news. Kind of grinding away. ATR on the 1 minute chart on NQ just 6.3. Quiet morning so far. Yep, JJR jobless claims coming up in about 6 minutes. No, it's not, JJR. Hello, Crypticon. Long or short, JJR? I'm assuming long. Oh, I didn't realize that, JJR. Good song, Crypt. I would sing it, but I'm in a bad mood. How do you do on days that the market is mostly going down, JJR? Jobless claims here in 20 seconds. I forgot to run the video. So far that was uneventful, but I haven't seen the news pop yet. There it goes. Jobless claims 207K. They expected 213K. Philly Fed Business Index 26.7. They forecast 10. That's a big beat. NQ down some here. About 12 points. And more. Crude heading up. Interesting. And we bounce right back up. Because NQ just can't go down anymore. Oh, there was a bad joke I almost said. Gold trying to push up. Crude giving me a bell. Dow with a big pop. How did you end up there, JJR? Because it came down and it shot back up. Good. Even after the news, our ATR is still only 7. Pulling back now a bit. Crude still pushing upwards. Fed's William is talking and he's not saying positive things. Almost all the other Fed speakers I've seen recently have been very agnostic toward the economy. He's saying Middle East already lifting inflation, economic outlook highly uncertain amid war impact, seeing emerging signs of supply chains disruptions. Some of energy shock now passing through into other prices. That's an interesting award there, Paul. Good morning. Not sure. I mean, feel. I feel like maybe that should have been a fine for the cruise, but I don't think she should have got anything. She's the one that ordered them, I assume. I mean, there's got to be some personal responsibility in there as well. Uh, because I trade both, I don't know of any correlation at this point. There is some correlation lately between the indices and oil, but morning, Ron. Yeah, on my big screen, I'm watching oil, NQ, gold, Dow, copper, and ES. Hey, John, how you doing? I'm alive. Yeah, ranges seem to be a lot smaller right now in the evenings, John. Yeah, JJR. That's basically. I mean, it's gonna be up to the individual brokers now. 2,000 seems to be the absolute minimum, but I mean, other brokerages could set margin requirements higher, etc. But I imagine like Robinhood and all those, are gonna be 2,000. Part of me still thinks futures is easier than stocks because you're you're not having to watch to try and figure out which one of the 10,000 you want to watch. And it's not like 2000 is going to buy you a lot of Tesla. John, did you see the contract McGonagall signed? We said it at the same time. Well, on Robinhood, I was only getting I had a bunch of money in Robinhood earlier this year and or last year, and I was only getting 2 to 3x margin, and that was with 5 figures. I mean, honestly, when I was doing penny stocks, it was frustrating to only have three trades a week. I didn't want to get out of trades that were turning against me because I didn't want to waste one of my 3 trades. So in that way, I think it's a good thing. I mean, I wasn't even worried about leverage back then. I'm not even sure I knew what leverage was back then. Uh, I just wanted to be able to, I was trading stocks that were usually under $5. Yeah, he's from PA, John. They said he could have been a dock worker on the Philadelphia docks. Q moves down here a little bit. Crude oil really popping here. Back above 92. It's going to be interesting to see how all these big contracts for players that have played like 15 games work out. The Phillies did that with Scott Kingery like 6, 7 years ago, and that didn't work out. Getting a double bell and crude on the 5. And Q grinding down, trying to break 26,400. Hasn't Cole Keith been looking a little bit better this year? I thought I saw he had a decent average, but I haven't looked in a few days. Of course, the Phillies seem to want to sign pitchers that can't pitch. Luzardo's absolutely got that big extension, and he's absolutely getting lit up this year. Don't really like any of this right now. Let's see the 5-minute chart. Not much better. We had this pop up here. That was hours ago. 2 hours ago. It's just been blah, 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 blah since. Sometimes it just takes him a couple of years. You know, look at Mickey Moniak, Philly's #1 draft pick in like 2016. Bounced around 3 different teams, and now he's doing really well for the Rockies. He's got 5 homers on the year, 912 OPS. Morning, Jay. Yeah, IQ's ATR down to 6.5. Just yucky here right now. Yucky. Crude oil giving me that short signal, but I don't know if I trust it where the RSI is. About 7 minutes to the top of the hour. A little bit of a push down. Is struggling to get through 400. You see, crude decided not to come down. Quick break of 400. Will it pop right back up? Hey Ace, how you doing? Crude oil still showing me double bells. Yeah. They're going, Ace. They're going. Cue with a little pop there. Not taking a crude trade there, even with the double bells, even if it given me a red candle, because the crude desk opens here in a minute. So we hit the top of the hour. Q trying to poke up. All right, JJR. Hope everything's okay. I didn't realize that she was from Decatur, Illinois. That said, Oh yeah, it was a nice pop there on that cue. I prefer the singer that's from the original place I'm from, Reading, PA. Yep, Jay. Yep. I said I prefer the singer that was born in the place I'm originally from, Reading, PA. Taylor Swift is from Reading, Pennsylvania. Technically, why I'm missing, but it's why I'm missing is a suburb of Reading. Wow, Paul. Wow. Taylor Swift is from where I am originally from, Reading, Pennsylvania. Technically, why I'm missing Pennsylvania, which is a suburb of Reading. Theoretically, I could have passed a very young Taylor Swift with her mom in Walmart one day and never have known it. One of her very first singing gigs was at the Reading Phillies singing the national anthem when she was like 11 or 12. Yet that Christmas tree farm that she sings the Christmas song about, that's where she grew up, and that was in Wyomissing, Pennsylvania. Are we going to start launching Cadillacs from Navy ships now? Hello, Eric Klein. Welcome. I don't recognize that name, so are you new? And Q trickling back down here a little bit. Well, I mean, there is con at the end, so no. Alrighty then. I guess pilots need to have fun too. Williams is still speaking, the Fed's Williams. It's not really saying anything that's causing any type of panic. Slow grind up here, back up to 423. We actually, in about 8 minutes, we have U.S. industrial production. Ace. Trying to wonder if he's saying wow or meow on that word there. Yeah, I am a Swiftie. I don't think I have a. I don't think. I don't think I have the money yet for interest in any of her houses. So I will say I'm a Swiftie, but much prefer her older music than the most recent stuff. And Q's trying to push up here. I mean, it gave me a blue signal there a little bit, but eh, stalking. That's not the one she's having the wedding at, is it? So I thought. I was thinking Rhode Island. Well, if you can get me an invite, no. I have never been to a wedding. Iran leaders frustrated over failed Hormuz revenue plan. Just remember that news in 5 minutes. I don't know how much that news affects things. I keep saying I want to get a database of how news react and causes, but I've never actually started that. How you doing today, Eric? You said hello, and then I didn't see you say anything else. Don't feel the need to say anything else. All right, good luck, Ace. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna go down to a 15-second chart on ES to see what Ace sees. Wow, I don't see anything there. Oh yeah, I saw that. That would make sense, I guess. Yeah, that actually makes sense. Okay. It's interesting. It's not really going. And Q coming down. Was a purple candle there that kind of would have fit my criteria, but Ace is about to say he's out. I think. Maybe not. Yeah, he's going to say he's out. Hey, JC, how you doing? There's a bounce on NQ. Remember, we got news coming up in just less than a couple minutes.
Extra, read all about it. News in a few minutes.
I'm alive. Probably didn't have to deal with drug dealers and gun violence back then days. That's awesome, Paul. That is awesome. Hey, USC. I missed the short on crude there. It gave me green, and I didn't take it. Morning, Teo. Morning, Robin. Wow. Obviously, the bus just arrived. NQ 5-minute chart is like the definition of serpentine. My God, if anyone could pass that driver's test. And cue the little pop. About 11 minutes till the bell. What do you think, guys, at the open, red or green for a first 5-minute candle? Remember to post it on Discord if you want some points. Hardly anyone participating today, it looks like. Oh boy. Big pullback in NQ. And by big, I mean all of a few points. Good morning, RJ. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Oh, I'm doing okay. Got everything up and running, so that's nice. And it doesn't look like I did too much overnight, so that's also nice. Doesn't look like few news things we've had have affected much either.
No. It's been quite choppy. We're moving down here on NQ back down toward 400. We did dip under 400 a bit earlier this morning, but that's got some velocity there. Just touched 394. Bounced back above 400. This is basically what the morning's been like. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Gold looks even worse. Look at that gold chart on the 5-minute. That is one of the ugliest charts I've seen. All right, Platt. Hope you get that fixed. And we pop right back up into the range on NQ. Evening, sire. How are you? Glad to hear that, sire. I have no idea where we're going at the open. Absolutely zero. Normally, I can at least have an educated guess. But this is absolutely just I look at every time frame, 5 minute, 15 minute, and nothing gives me a hint. Daily chart says down, but I'm not playing the daily chart.
Yeah, sometimes I can go by where it's at in relation to VWAP, and they're all like on VWAP right now. So that's not super helpful either.
2 minutes till
Although,
the bell.
crude, I'm going to guess that that's green. Just for fun.
Dow coming down real quick. Dow gave a purple candle on the last 5 minute and then followed up with another one. So suddenly something spooked the Dow. It's down about 50 ticks here in the last 10 minutes.
Kind of a lot.
And Q up 25 points on this 5 minute candle leading into the bell. Dow, quick move down at the bell. And Q down as well. Everything's down. Gold's down, crude's down, NQ's down, ES down. Oh, whoa, big bounce on Dow. Dow's back to green. NQ down 50. And still falling. Low at day 345. Highest 488. About 40 points off the low on the overnight. Teo, just to counter that, yesterday I read an article about a doctor that was charged with manslaughter because he was supposed to remove a patient's spleen and he removed his liver and the guy died. The autopsy showed the spleen still in there, but no liver.
But like, how does everyone else in that OR not know he took the liver out?
Yeah, I mean
That's what gets me.
that's a much bigger organ. Thought that was Abe Lincoln that said that, Ace. And keep trying to bounce here a little bit. It's down 53 all in the 5-minute. Yeah, but how do you mark a spleen versus a liver, USC? I mean, yeah, they had me mark my leg too when they amputated, but still. Well, the thing is, I think he thought it was a spleen. He marked on the after surgery thing spleen removal. He thought the doctor thought he removed the spleen. Crude oil popping up. So there you go, Melody. You were right on crude. Well, this is interesting. Iranian oil tankers have transported 11 million barrels of oil through the Strait of Oman toward their destination since the naval blockade. Gold pops. So the 5-minute candle finishes down 45. Trying to bounce up now, though. Wait, are you in Israel right now, Teo, that you do that? I did not give authorization for on the spot coverage on behalf of MightyOxTrading. Charles Schwab is going to start offering direct Bitcoin and Ethereum trading. Dow Jones up big. Meanwhile, I need to check radar. It's gotten really dark outside all of a sudden. Blue candle pop on NQ. Right into the 9. It's just the way I love it. And I just, let's see if it comes back down. Nope. Nope. No. Not going to chase it. That would have been a good trade. ATR has quickly climbed to 19 on the 1 minute chart. That's not horrible. Look at that, giving that candle right back. Not sure why it got so dark outside. There's no rain in the area. I see parts of Canada are getting snow.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like 82 where I'm at today. And I'm going to be over the weekend flying to a wedding in Utah where it's currently snowing and going to be like 40s. And I don't understand why I live in one of the coldest places and now I'm going to somewhere colder.
Well, I mean, here it's supposed to be 80 tomorrow, and then by Saturday night down into the 30s.
It's just annoying. I'm ready for it to be warm.
NQ continuing to drip down here. Not quite getting to its lows a day, though. 345 is the low. It's hovering about 20 points above it. Meanwhile, crude is driving upwards. Iran told Pakistan that U.S. must fulfill commitments. Iran emphasized U.S. must drop excessive demands. Blue candle pop here on NQ in the 1. It's trying to grind back upish. Oh, wow, that's a 30-point candle? Holy Hannah. Sure, I like taking a 30-point candle. Especially if they're topping out right at 400. So far, it was a smart decision not to take said 30-point candle, especially since it hit the 9 EMA on the 5. So luckily I did not have a itchy trigger finger there. I got my finger on the trigger. Some traders wonder why. Trading NQ, it's do or die. I haven't heard from CFT in a while. He made a shot, I think, at me. Ooh, wow. Okay, that was a quick whip down. Calling Josh from TFD a sellout. He didn't address me directly, but he made a comment about people using the word sellout. So I think he's still hovering somewhere on my Discord. That's where I said it. Crude really rising here, getting close to 93. Dow coming back down now as well. I think that was off the news about Iran emphasizing U.S. must drop excessive demands. I think, because crude's still going up too, although now it's showing a little bit of a pullback. Oops. Here you can see crude. Nice ace, very nice. Took short on the Dow on just my one account. Let me see if that's the account I have in here, number one. Gold's not doing anything, so we'll replace it. It's not. Hold on. There we go. So we took a short on the Dow. He's running into 100 EMA there that I don't like. And it bounced off of it. Damn it. I didn't have that on my big chart. And Q coming back down. Good job, you ace. Yeah, it's struggling to get through that 100 EMA on the 5-minute chart. It's also showing overextended on the RSI. Damn it. There we go. Got some momentum down. There we go. I'll take it there. That's 50 ticks. Actually, 52 ticks on that YM trade. Way overextended in the RSI is why I decided to get out there. We'll see if it goes further. You seeing anything you like so far, Melody?
Nope. No, I'm kind of watching gold, which is still chopping in its range, even though it did have some movement. But I don't know. Still not sure if NQ wants to go up or down for like long term. I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like, well, actually, we did touch low a day on NQ. I didn't realize it. We touched it about 7 minutes ago, 3:45. So we did get a low a day touch. Whether or not it's going to come back down to it or bounce up off of it. Or just hang around wherever it's hanging. Crude still rising. I like where I got out of that YM trade right now. If you look at the daily chart on the NQ, based on my stuff here, the double bells and all, it's screaming right now, and the fact that it's almost all wick, no body, that it wants to go red here. Not that I would play that, but it's screaming.
Quite the climb. It's quite the climb, and it does seem like, I mean, it seems like it wants to at least pull back a little bit.
And coming back down toward the lows, purple candle. Crude to just touch 93 again. Pull back a little bit from it. Gold coming down. And there's NQ obliterating its low. Now going red on the day. Q down 56 points on this 5-minute candle.
Yeah, we might be cruising down. Or not, but we might. Gold, I think, definitely is trying to break out, and it has really to the downside.
Iran's planned Hormuz toll to be paid via Iranian banks. But if they're not allowing any ships in, I'm not sure that's a headline that needed to be in red.
I think they're putting everything in red these days.
NQ's still falling. Gold fall. Wow. Big fall in gold. 18 points on this 5-minute candle. Crude above 93. Dow down. ES down hard as well. ES down 15 points on this 5-minute candle.
Well, I got a piece of that short on NQ on a sim account because I forgot to turn my trade copier on. So that's fun.
I've done it. Or just didn't realize I had the sim account on instead of the regular account.
Yep. Always a bummer as I'm watching this just plummet.
Crude shooting up, AQ and all other indices shooting down, gold shooting down. So gold's decided to come back and be friends with the indices again and do what they do. 100 point candle on the 5-minute chart that just closed.
All right, gold making a new low, clearing yesterday's low. So good spot to bounce, but if it breaks through, I'll probably just ride it short.
Oh, big pop on NQ.
Order filled.
Long. Target hit.
Order filled.
305 to 323, so 18 points. Targeted the 9 EMA. Oh, and we weren't showing it. Sorry. Boop. Still not showing it. Wasn't on that account, apparently. What account was it on? It was on all my accounts, but apparently not that one. Oh, actually, I took that off the copier because I was at consistency yesterday. Ooh, I'm glad I took it where I did. Look at that pullback. Hit that 9 and snap back. Snap back to reality. Oops, there goes gravity. Thank you. And right back, coming right back down with a purple. So NQ low a day now 275.50. Hovering about 20 points above that. Trying to bounce again. I don't hate it. I kind of need to see it get through that 9 though. 9 sitting at 314 went away and got beaten down. It's okay, Teo. I'm sure that satellite feed from Israel was a little bit delayed.
Order
Trying
filled.
along to break through the 9. Probably stupid, but we'll see. I like it when it tries the second time. Usually, that often works. Often. Not always. Trying, but it hung up a little bit. Ah. Yeah.
Order.
Out. Gate
Order
back.
filled.
Well, coming back, you're going to be in the luggage compartment. It's trying again. Not take the long this time. So this 7 should break upwards.
Order filled.
This time I'm taking the long, but off the 5-minute chart. I want the 9 there. That was a mistake, apparently. I thought with the momentum up that it got to, I entered at the level that the 5-minute it closed at. Let's see. Come on. You know you want to go up some here because crude's pulling back. Yep, looks like that was a mistake, and I'm going to go red on the day. Maybe. Trying again. Let's see. Got him. Oops. Got him right where the 5 basically finished in that last candle. My shot is at the 9 EMA. So let's see. I did have double bells on the 5, so it's not just a random entry here. But we are still below the RSI. So single bells on the 1 minute chart don't give me the warm and fuzzies.
Order.
Took it
Order
off there
filled.
right at the right before the new 5-minute candle opened. We'll see. I feel it's going to pull back, and
Yeah.
there it is. So I did get 11 points off of that. Now we'll see if we should have held or if I was right to jump out.
I mean, compared to the past 2 5-minute candles, this last 5-minute candle is tiny, body-wise. Had a lot of wick to it.
Dow trying to bounce a little here as well. ES with a blue candle in the 5. It's interesting that ES candle, this one with the wick and body on NQ, was actually red on ES.
Yeah, I feel like it's been a little like that. Like when NQ is making big moves right at the open, ES just stayed in the range it was in for a while before it broke out.
We won't
So
talk
wonder what
about.
the disconnect on those
Yeah.
would be today.
Yeah, remember ES was trailing NQ for a long time yesterday. Finally caught up, but I will point out the fact that this has gone another 18 points from where I jumped out.
Right up to 350,
Yeah.
right near the overnight open low.
Pretty much would have hit my original target. I mean, it's hovering right below that 9 EMA, but that 9 EMA's moved up. I believe I had it at 354 for the target. It's hit 351 on the micro and 353 on the mini. Interesting, that's 2 points away from each other as well. AQ is now giving me a double bell on the 1. RSI though, RSI says it has more room to move up. Gold or the big blue candle in the 5? Double bell setup would have worked there on NQ. It's going to come down to the 9 and bounce back up. Whoa, baby, yes. I took a full-size gold long. I'm going to jump out real quick for 3 points on one. It was one and take profit eval. Took it off that
It was
blue
a good bounce.
candle. Yeah, took it off that blue candle and it popped nicely up. AQ did make it all the way back to its 9 EMA and it would have hit my original target. ES also made a nice move off that blue candle. I didn't like the wick on that blue candle though, so I didn't take it. But it did exactly what I thought NQ was going to do. I even said it. Said I think off this double bell it's going to come down, hit that 9 and bounce, and it did. NQ trying to fight back up. We're back to 350 after hitting a low at 275. So about 75-point bounce back up.
Oh man, all my charts froze.
Uh-oh.
That's fine. Just gotta disconnect, reconnect.
NQ continue to push upwards. Fed Williams has been speaking now for like 90 minutes. He says inflation will be well above 3% over the next few months. Now 100-point bounce back up. Basically, it gained back that entire big red candle in the 5. I said yesterday we were going to talk about payout labs today. I'm going to push that till tomorrow because I didn't actually get anything set up to do it today. How y'all doing out there? Y'all got kind of quiet. Market's got a little bit quiet too. It's slowed down here a bit.
Kind of feels like NQ might be turning back down.
Yeah, it does look like it's struggling to get above that level there. There's actually a purple candle there that I should have taken there, but I didn't. And there's a fall. So will it retrace all the way down, or is it just a little pullback? Crude pushing back upwards. Down 40 points on this 5-minute candle. Do have natural gas inventories coming up in about 10 minutes. There's a pop back up. That's an interesting blue candle there.
I feel like a lot of these candles are interesting today. I'm getting like one candle. I'm like, okay, if this closes this way, I'm going to do this. And then
Order
it just
filled.
does the opposite immediately.
Oh, took the long on that blue candle. Basically risking my green for the day. I'm looking for 10 points, which isn't a lot on the one. Yeah, nope. Looks like it's rejecting off that 190 EMA. Come on. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Nope. We traced that big green candle, big blue candle about 50%. Let's see. Yep. Should have stayed out. It was into the 9. I should have stayed out.
Order
Stopped out
filled.
right on the day by like $3.
That's basically flat.
And falling harder. Gold down. Crude rising up.
Crude's kind of jumping.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem to be affecting anything else really yet.
We're going to try it again.
Order filled.
And maybe with the same damn results. RJ, thank you for taking care of that bear that was apparently after USC. There we go. Oh, wow.
Okay.
My chart just froze. I don't know if I'm out of that trade or
Same.
not. Huh?
Same. My chart's all froze too.
I don't know if I'm out of that trade or not. It's still showing as I'm in. That sucks. It didn't fill me.
Order.
Rude.
Order filled.
I mean, I took it off for a win. So I'm back to green. Oh, man. That went... Oh, I can't believe it did not fill me. That would have been a 30-point trade.
That really sucks. I don't even. Well, I didn't look at what caused that either.
I don't see a headline yet, but what the hell on the no fill? It was up there enough time for that to fill. This is why I should use market if touched orders instead of limits. And it's going right back up, which I kind of thought it might, but how do you, when it shoots right back down like that, how do you stay in a trade like that? The thing is, I said the charts froze, but I'm not sure it actually froze or just didn't fill me. And if I had hit the button instead, I think I might have gotten the trade. But I was thinking since it didn't fill me that I was frozen. And I want to start just smashing buttons and cause chaos. Yep, it's back to where... Well, no, it's not. Well, hold on a minute here now also. Oh, no, that's really weird. That is really weird. On NQ, that spike only got the 355. On MNQ, it got the 380.
That's so weird.
Yeah, I'll even put them side. Well, here. There. So 355 on that candle, 380 on that candle. Same candle.
Jeez. Well, it's really weird. I still don't see any headlines.
Yeah, I mean,
So that must have been like a huge injection of volume. But I don't know why.
it didn't really affect the Dow. Dow, that's a 1 minute chart on the Dow. I didn't, ES. Let's see. Yeah, ES had a spike too. I mean, not as dramatic, 4 points, but just odd. NQ is back to being at green on the day. It's back above its overnight low, which was 345. The frustrating thing is I took that long, this candle originally. And if I just stay, it came down, stopped me out. Obviously, it would have needed a much bigger stop than what I had. But if I had no stop there, this would have, I would still be in that trade. Dow looks like it wants to kind of curl up here. RJ, thoughts on the Dow? Love putting people on the spot. Oops, what did I just do? Messing all my charts up. On the 5, it looks like it may, maybe not. And it's getting double bells all the way down. We'll see. Blue candle on the NQ. Crude oil, big pop up, almost to 94. So I'm kind of surprised that we're seeing NQ still kind of grinding up here.
That's not making much sense, which is fine. Market's irrational, but tough.
Order filled.
Took the long. Oh, oops. There we go. Took the long 2 contracts, because why not? not really going. Might just jump that. Oh, wait. Why does it say 4 Why is it doing that to me? It's the second time today I enter with 2 contracts and it enter with 4. Okay, I'm out.
Order filled.
Oh, of course, it's
Order
going to
filled.
burst up here now. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, good. That's weird. Why is it double? I must have something wrong on the copier. That must be why it's doubling. Copier. 78. And 103. I don't see anything wrong with the copier. Odd. All right. It wasn't doubling at 1 contract, was it? I don't know. Crude back to rising. This thing Q might still head up. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, there it goes. I probably would have stayed in that trade if I wasn't doubled up on contracts, but well, now we have another Fed speaker speaking. Moron.
Okay. I thought you were calling him a moron. And I was like, okay, that's fine. But his name is Moron. I got it.
Yeah, I mean, I do adjust to moron, but yeah, it's close
Makes
enough that it doesn't sound too much like an insult.
I'm not well versed on all my Fed speakers, so I don't really know them all.
This is the one that Trump put in to replace the one that recently left. And this guy's the one that's always calling for like interest rates to be dumped by half a point or more.
Okay. It's probably feel like that's going really well for him. I don't know. It's interesting. I like to look at I think the prediction markets make that stuff fun now because it's just a bunch of, I mean, there's a bunch of degenerates and then there's a bunch of people making money. But it's interesting to see like what the people think the Fed will do.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we have the Fed Watch or Rate Watch tool, which is obviously also super helpful. But gamblers aren't making that, so it's interesting.
See, it'll pull back here in NQ again. Gold rise has been stopped and it's heading back down. Crude trying to hit 94. Trump informed Lebanon's president that a ceasefire will be declared in the coming hours.
Interesting how everything's kind of reacting down to that. Crude and gold. ES was coming down. It's still coming down.
See, this is what Moron says. He says, even before the war, the underlying composition of inflation was getting more problematic for the Fed. At this point, might only see 3 cuts for the rest of the year, where you have other Fed speakers saying, I don't know if we're going to cut at all, and we might even raise.
Yeah. Holy gold. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Okay. Jeez.
Just broke 4,800.
Well, I was in a secret short I didn't want to tell anybody about because I was like, this is going to go really far against me. And then it just dumped. And now it's like already halfway back. That's so crazy.
Did you take profit or are you still in?
Oh, I definitely took profit.
Okay.
I took profit because I was like 200 down and then I made 170 back. So that's helpful.
Excellent.
Still crazy though that like 1 micro on gold just maybe 180 bucks. Like that's crazy. To me, anyway.
So I wonder if that move down was based on this headline, although we really didn't see a move down in the indices. An Iranian military advisor is threatening to sink U.S. ships patrolling the Strait of Hormuz during the ongoing blockade of Iranian ports.
Wait, who's trying to sink us?
Iranian military advisor is threatening to sink U.S. ships patrolling the
Oh.
Strait of Hormuz.
It's interesting. I'm pretty sure our Navy is still #1, if not, or well, top 2. We'll just say it's top 2.
And the fact that
Police.
I'm not sure Iran has a navy left.
At all. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, definitely not enough to take out one of the biggest. So I'm starting to think, though, this war, and obviously tragedies are happening, and I'm not trying to downplay that at all. And I don't wish this was happening at all. But this really feels like headline on headline violence more than person on person violence. Like the media is really taking a bite out of it.
Fed's moron says I favor 3, maybe 4 cuts this year. I did see someone posted it on the Discord. Let me see if I can find it. A funny line that came from apparently from Iran. Here it is. The Iran embassy has said the Strait of Hormuz isn't social media. If someone blocks you, you can't just block them back.
I did see that, and I got a chuckle too. I still stand by the fact, though, this is like, well, we took out the old people in Iran, and so now it's all millennials running the country. And I'm like, we're unhinged. So this could get crazy. Like crazy in a funny way, not even in a violent way per se. Actually, I think Gen X would be even better.
Yeah, yes, we would.
Y'all don't give a F. That's good.
Paul, did you close that short for a win? Ooh, everything kind of popping up here now. Blue candle on the ES. Dow giving me a blue as well. And crude coming down.
There, gold's pretty much back to my original entry on that. And so I'm like, again, someone made a bunch of money on that short, and then boom, right back. I've got M&Q at over on top of its VWAP now for the first time since the open about. So that could be, to me, that means it could be flipping back to trending up.
I took a long on YM on one take profit eval off the 5-minute chart. I could take it on ES as well. Both gave me a blue on the 5. Which is interesting that both of them were both below their 9 EMAs until that candle, whereas NQ was above its 5 EMA for several candles already. There's a nice boom. That was a 22-point candle in the 1-minute chart on NQ. It's giving me a green shaded area, unfortunately. Come on. Now, yeah, YM did hit its 9 EMA there on the 5. Can it break through? RJ, any thoughts on what YM's doing right now? Pull back on NQ.
Order
Short.
filled.
Ooh, that looks so bad. At least it didn't double it this time. 389. So 390. But I think it's going to stop me out. Don't trust this carpentry work there for a floor there. And catch the fact that I was sitting right on the 400 price either. Yeah, this is... And Q gonna stop. Maybe. There was another green shaded area. Come on back down. Now, my rules are to take a blue candle when it's down that low. So, I mean, I followed my rules, but I always like to hear others' opinions, especially someone that's much more of an expert
Order
in
filled.
that. I took the stop on NQ there. On that asset versus me. Rising up here on NQ. NQ would have been the better trade versus, or ES would have been the much better trade versus YM here. Been throwing charts all around today. ES popped Almost 5 points on its blue candle. You pull it back. I had 50 ticks there on YM. I probably should have taken it. My target's at the 9 EMA on the 15-minute chart. Or just below it. This whole setup was a great setup both on the 5 and the 15. And Q rising again. All right, YM pulling back a little. I'm going to take it there. It's probably going to continue to go, but that was a 30-tick trade on YM for 150 bucks. I had 50 ticks and I should have taken it at 50. You see there's a beautiful blue candle on YM after double bells. That is 100% my setup. And, going, even left it go past the 5 EMA and the 9 EMA on the 5. Try to get that one on the 15, and I think it still is going to get there, but we'll see. So 640 was my original target. We'll see if it gets there. That said, ES. Do I have an ES chart sitting anywhere? Thought I did. Gotta clean all these up one day. Guess I don't. Let's go over here to ES for a minute. And on the 5-minute chart, ES gave me this beautiful blue candle here. It had already gone above the 9 on that blue candle. And you see that would have been a beautiful 5-point candle afterwards. And then it went another 3 points before pulling back now. So that could have been an 8-point play there. Or, 5 would have been a good target. And I think I'm glad I got it out where, I wish I had gotten out higher, but it's why I'm struggling here. Might be seeing that pullback that RJ was talking about. And then like a higher. Will it take us higher? And Q also gave me a blue candle, by the way, that I could have taken for, 27 points. Everything kind of was in sync there. Gold's trying to bounce a little bit. Crude's kind of stagnant now. NQ to 1 actually it wants to turn down. We did get double bells on the 5. I just noticed that as well. So that kind of makes sense.
Order filled.
Short NQ and NQ technically.
Nice. Did you get your short?
Oh man. Wow. It
Oh
missed,
my gosh.
yeah, it missed it by a few ticks.
That's infuriating. I don't know what those are though. Like that's the second one now that's just been really quick and really far and then right back to where it was.
Yeah, it's coming back. I mean, I probably should have jumped out again. That man. This is I don't think my luck's ever gonna improve on things. So my entry was 398. It shot down to 366. My target, I think, was at 364. And that was just a random target, and I didn't have time to adjust it based on, moving it up any. But yeah, now it seems like it's coming right back up. Yep, I gotta get out from a loss. Maybe. Come on, back down. I still liked it for the short, but I mean, it came down to that 9 EMA on the 5. Oh, come on back. It's bobbing on my entry. Just right again around 400. You know what? I think it did it again. 366 on that candle on MNQ. 386 on regular NQ. Again, a 20-point difference between MNQ and NQ.
Something seems fishy.
Top of the hour. Great job, USC.
Order
And
filled.
stopped out of that trade. Damn. Welcome back, JJR. My Funded Futures just released a new plan. Called the Builder Plan. One-day evaluation, payouts every 48 hours, clean, forgiving structure designed to help traders get paid faster. And starting at $75 when traders use my code. No consistency rule and evaluation, no activation fee ever. News trading fully unrestricted, EOD trailing drawdown only, passing as little as 1 day. Sim funded stage. 50% consistency rule, payouts every 48 hours, maximum $2,000 payout per payout cycle, 80-20 profit split. And the builder plan comes with 2 options. Max end of day drawdown, the default is $2,000 drawdown, 40% off on for 2 uses, 30% off unlimited uses, or the builder lower MLL. So max end of day drawdown is only $1,500. 40% off is $75. 30% off is $87. That's gonna be a fun graphic. Oh, okay, they gave me graphics. Thank God. I mean, I like it, but yeah, it's confusing.
They just don't put the targets on there, which I'm sure are standard, but I guess if the MLL changes, does the target change? I don't know. I mean, I could go look, but I'm not that interested right now. I don't know.
And Q popping up, continuing up, and there's see, I could have stayed in that Dow trade. It would have hit my original target. Everything's rising here. Okay, I have the builder plan up. Target's 3K regardless of the drawdown. So if you're willing to take a smaller drawdown, you can save money. Obviously, what it doesn't say is how many payouts you can get before you get to live. Hey, Alley Cat.
I don't know if you mentioned it, but I see you can only have one sim funded of those.
Oh, did it say
Instead
that?
of whatever their limit. I think so. Might have been in their Discord post about it.
Yeah, we're only running a 14 ATR in the 1 minute, JJR. But we're back up to 440. Our high today is 488. So here we thought we were going to be coming down. And we're back up almost at the high day. Gold with a huge pop.
Yeah, everything's coming back. Crude's coming down, but not like crazy down.
Israeli defense official says a ceasefire could be announced on Thursday night regarding Lebanon. We are at a crossroads. Nothing is final, but it could happen today. Gold rising beautifully here. Double bells on ES on the 5. Getting close to that overnight high. Are we going to hit higher today? Sure looks like it.
Crazy.
Yep, there it goes. Almost. How many people here thought this was going to be a down day? I know I did. So I'm not calling
Yeah, I
it.
definitely thought we were headed there. Just because yesterday was like a freaking rocket ship. So I was like, surely it'll, pull back a little bit and then fly. And I guess it did pull back a little bit, but not much.
It's teasing us now with hitting that overnight high. It's at 485.75. didn't quite get there and pulled back down to 66. So what an interesting short here. Technically, I had all the signals. I have double bells on a 5-minute chart, and I had green shaded area on the 1-minute chart, red candle afterwards. I think this is going to at least come down to the 9 EMA. So it's going to be the 10-point trade if it goes down to the 9. Let's see if it touches that 9 EMA. It's like within 2 points of it. My target would have been like 460 if I had entered that trade. As I said, I am getting a signal now on the 5-minute. Well, at least I'm getting a red candle. I had the double bells, now a red candle. So maybe we'll get more here. We'll see. There we go. So I would have hit my target if I had taken that short for 10 points. But now we got a 1 minute to go on the 5, and we got a slightly red candle. Very slightly red, but all wick. 5-minute chart. And now it just went slightly green. So see what it does. You do see my double bells there. RSI does say it has some more room to move up if it wants to. You can see the double bells here led to this quick move down before it bounced back up. Hard decision here. It bounced perfectly on that 9 on the 1. So I'm probably going to, I see this wanting to come down on the 5, but I'm probably going to wait for confirmation on the 1 for a possible move down.
That sounds like a smart plan in a day that's weird. Doing weird stuff.
So yeah, it was not an actual signal because it wasn't actually a red candle, although those wicks can be something. But yeah, you can see it heading back up. Now it might be trying for that high day now. Boom. Yep. New high day, 494. Now there's a 500. NQ, you didn't trick me.
If we keep going up, then ES might hit 7,100. We're close enough there. 27,000 isn't too far away on NQ.
Yeah, yesterday I was wrong about what the all-time high on NQ was. I didn't have the whole adjust for contracts, continuous contracts, whatever. 8 overall, our all-time high is at like 847, 26,847. So we're getting close. I thought it was 399, but I was wrong. AMD just hit a new all-time high for those that follow stocks. just helping drive the market a bit too. And what the hell is Blue Sky talking about? Blue Sky posted on Twitter in their for their live stream, oil under 90, peace talks or bull trap. At no time in the last 24 hours has oil been under 90. Kind of hovering here now. Like every single indice on the 5-minute chart is screaming double bells at me. Thankfully, they're not not actually bells, because that would be really annoying.
That would be, yeah. Things have really slowed down, so I could see it turning.
1-minute chart gave a purple candle, but well, wasn't actually right into the 9. Looked like it was, but looks like it might be able to get some momentum. Let's see if it gets through that 9. Purple candle after a green shaded area is often a win, to the point that I need to go through the charts for the last few weeks and see what the actual percentage of that is. That's a good question. Yeah, I would have worked that purple candle there. Well, today we have Netflix, apparently. Really? Well, I mean, this says it's not on. Usually Netflix shows up on Financial Juice's thing, but I'm looking through an actual calendar here. Give me a minute. Next Wednesday is Tesla. It is MSFT earnings. Microsoft is set to release its fiscal year third quarter earnings after the market closes on Wednesday, April 29th. That day, you also have Alphabet, Meta, and then the next day, on Thursday, April 30th, you have Apple and Amazon.
Big week.
Then on May 5th, AMD, Pfizer. And here comes NQ running for 500. And then Wednesday, May 20th, I don't know why they do it so much later than everybody else, is the probably the biggest one people look at now, NVIDIA.
I think they just like to be like on their own. I don't know, because I feel like they definitely wait till the last possible moment. And then they don't have to share the spotlight with anyone else.
I believe it was passed, or it's about to be passed, that companies only need to start doing earnings twice a year. And if so, I wonder how many are going to continue doing 4 versus 2. Because you got to think, for the ones that have good reports, they love that pop on their stock.
Definitely.
Crude
I mean, that's
oil,
a good point.
crude oil is curving back up here, even as NQ continues to rise. I believe so. Yes. Market capitalization exceeding 4.5 to $5 trillion. Talk about wishing you could turn back time. When NVIDIA's stock was trading at $3 in 2019. Hard to believe it used to be a penny stock.
Yeah, that is insane.
Actually, wow. Go back even further. In 2013, NVIDIA was trading for 30 cents.
Wow. Wonder how many reverse splits they did.
Yeah, I'm not sure how they stayed listed, because like in 2008, they were down to under 20 cents. actually, that might be off. Now that I think about it, this might be figuring in the regular splits they've done. So that might be off of what their actual stock value was then, because they've split a couple of times since they've been going up so hard. So I know at one time they were almost $1,000 a share, and then they split. So that number might be off, but they might not have been that cheap. I would have to try and figure that one out. Anyway, we did get 500 on NQ as I was talking about NVIDIA. Interesting is the Dow pulled back. Dow is the only one that pulled back when it's double bells there. Shows they split in 2022 4-1, and then they split in 2025 10-1. So yeah, they weren't that cheap. They were still pretty cheap, but not that cheap.
I don't know if I go to investor.nvidia.com and look at their historical price lookup from April 1 of 2016, it says they were opened at 89 cents.
Oh wow.
But yeah, I don't know. It still doesn't make sense. That's 2016.
Yep, IQ giving me a small red candle here. Oh, that's a bigger red candle. It's now a purple candle on the 5. I've just shot down big time. Guess it didn't like the air up at 500.
Order filled.
I hate big candles. Watch it bounce here now. Yeah, this is coming back up on me hard. See how much it retraces here. It was a good setup for me, except for how far it came down within 1 minute there. Better setup would have been on the 1 minute chart. Look at the 1 minute. 1 minute gave me a beautiful purple candle right there. I could have caught that entire move. Oh, I didn't realize what time it was. We'll stay here until after this trade stops me. I mean, finishes. See ya, USC. Coming back up now. It's hoping it might ride down. It is below the RSI, so we got a little hope, but I don't think. So how'd you end up so far today, Melody?
I'm a little red on one eval, and then I'm literally $2.50 up in my personal account, and that's all I've done for today.
Green is green.
Yep, exactly. And I got low commissions, so at least it doesn't eat it all. I think I might still actually be green like 50 cents.
Yeah. Crude coming down. Not exactly what I want to see right this second. Yeah, this isn't going my way. I was hoping it might pop back down based on the 5, but it's going all the way back up.
Order filled.
Yep, stuffed out. All right, we're done for the day. I do want to thank everyone for joining me. We'll be back tomorrow, 8 a.m. Eastern Time, for some more great trading action. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you then. Bye.
Bye.